Like, share, subscribe. Shouts out to the Lions Den community. And don't y'all forget to subscribe to the podcast show. Link will be pinned in the top of the chat.
Just name the channel who can bang with us. I'll prove that you are smoking dust. GGD Media is top notch in this game, y'all. You failures only have your self to blame, y'all. Cricket TV and a weapons make you suckers rock. Why don't you close your channel, crawl into a hole and die? Shout out to those who love our movement, no, we'll never flop until you get your mouth off LDBC. We are the underground outfit, y'all. We built this whole thing by ourselves, no in y'all. Independence start with self-preservation. If you can't take care of self, then how can you build a nation, y'all? Yup, we got that merch for the ladies and yes, we even got that merch for the babies and we got appliances and everything that you will need. We got them banging songs that make anemic haters bleed.
All right, man. Salute everybody for tapping into the video, man. Y'all press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments, man. Press 1 if y'all can hear me in the comments. I got a mic check. 1 2 1 2. Salute to everybody that's in the building. If y'all can hear me, press 1. We're gonna get right into this, man, because I'm seeing a lot of stuff going on. And I made a video last night. I see a lot of people making comments in that video. A lot of people are making comments on social media. A lot of people are reacting to this entire situation and making a lot of, different comments. A lot of people are trying to, slander this dude, his appearance, things like that, but obviously it was good enough for Diddy and Cassie. So for everybody to be saying this, that, and the third, I mean, he obviously was good enough for Diddy and Cassie to be paying this man 5,000 racks a pop. You understand what I'm saying? Listen, he did an interview yesterday with Tasha K. I watched the entire interview. Also, I read his entire lawsuit. I told y'all yesterday in my video, a lot of people are dogging this guy, Clayton Howard, calling him a liar, all these other things. I'm going to tell y'all something. You might get upset with me. Hey, you just going to have to be upset because I am a seeker of the truth and I care about nothing but the truth. That's all I care about. You understand what I'm saying? That's all that I care about. Right? So, let's get into this video, you guys. Right? Now, whose birthday is it? Somebody's birthday in the chat? Happy birthday to whoever it is, one of our subscribers in the chat. Salute to you, whoever it is. Let's get into this, right? Here's the situation, everybody. And I'm going to tell y'all what it is right now, okay? Okay, well, happy birthday then. Whoever it is, happy birthday in the chat. Salute to you. It's your birthday? Salute to you. Salute to you. Anyways, let me say this to y'all, right? And this is everybody that's listening to what I'm saying in this video. I believe, dude, 100%. I believe everything he said about Cassie and what he said about Diddy. And I'm going to tell y'all why. It's his perspective. Let me repeat myself again. It's his perspective. Y'all get mad at this dude. You understand what I'm saying? I'm going to say this again. Y'all get mad at this dude for his perspective. How you going to get mad at a dude for what he said he saw? Make it make sense. Y'all flaming this dude. AK, what's up, boy? I see you in the building. Salute. Shout out to my boy King AK-47. Voice of the streets in the building. You already know what it is, nigga. So, let me go ahead and tell y'all something, man. How y'all gonna get mad about this man's, what he said when y'all wasn't there and he was? Let me tell y'all something. He got too many intricate details. The way he tells his stories, the way he breaks it down, it's like he got a photogenic memory and all of this stuff. Now listen, everybody, y'all all want to just seem like, Hold on, he's lying on Cassie. And he ain't no victim. He kept going back. Didn't he tell y'all in the lawsuit that when he first went there, let me say this again, because y'all need to listen. Everybody needs to listen. When he went there, he had to give a copy of his ID or his license and his other personal information, home information and everything else. Once he did that, they got him on lock now because they got his personal information, and he said that Diddy was recording some of the times they were saying. So that means they also had videotapes of this guy. So once they got you in there and they got your personal information, your tapes, now think about what everybody's saying. All of y'all are saying, oh, we don't want Diddy out of jail out of fear because all of y'all are afraid of Diddy. Well, don't you think he would have been afraid of Diddy and his power too? Being how powerful and rich Diddy was, right? So don't you think that would have subjected him to keep having to probably come back? Even if he didn't want to, he came back because the money was good. So, and they got my personal information. They can just run down on me if they want. They can ruin me if they want. Wouldn't y'all think that? So all of y'all keep saying, hey, why did he keep going back? The same reason why y'all say Cassie kept going back. But y'all don't want to do that though. See, this is the thing. You have to be fair in your assessments. Think about this, y'all. And everybody got to use an open mind when y'all think about this. He only saw Cassie and Diddy in a certain context when it was time to freak off. That is the only time he spent time with Diddy and Cassie. So whatever happened with Diddy and Cassie before or after the freak offs, how he know? He ain't see it. He can only tell you what happened during those sessions. And he told you that Cassie looked like she enjoyed it. She was leading. She was into it. All of those things. I 100% believe him. I 100% believe him. Because the jury saw those videotapes too, with him in it. He's in this case. But here's the thing. Why didn't the prosecution put him on the stand? He said they didn't put him on the stand because he was going to sit up there and tell both sides of the story about how Cassie, and I can see where he's telling the truth. I can see that. Why didn't Diddy's lawyers put him on the stand? Because like he told Tasha K yesterday, he said, look, Cassie was a willing participant in all these things, but guess what? Diddy is guilty of sex trafficking. Diddy sex trafficked me. And then what did I tell y'all? Here's the thing the government didn't do that they could have did. It would have cooked Cassie and made her look bad, but it would have proved 1,000% Diddy of sex trafficking. He even said in his lawsuit that Diddy had a gun in the other room and that Diddy, once again, had used threats. Let me repeat myself again. Here's his lawsuit right here. See, I don't go by what people, I go by the paperwork, not what people think. I go by what the people there that was saying that seemed credible. And this guy seems very credible. Very credible. Very credible. From the way he tells his stories and everything. Do I believe that he felt like Diddy was protecting Cassie? You damn right. Why would he say that? Because in those sessions, when you have other guys come in, when a dude is like Diddy that's a control freak, what does he want to do? He want to make sure that he is in full control of the situation with Cassie, which is what Clayton said Diddy did. He was in full control. But from his perspective and his point of view, read what he said on the screen right there. He's showing y'all that Diddy is guilty of sex trafficking by force because he said at one of the events, Diddy even threatened to pistol whip him at one of those events. Think about what I just said. Read right there on the screen what he wrote in the lawsuit. He didn't just give Cassie that work. He gave Diddy that work too. This dude telling the truth. Let me repeat myself to y'all again. He's telling the truth. And you have to open your mind to see what I'm talking about. If you have a closed mind, you're not going to understand what I'm saying. He was not privy to any other information outside of the freak off. He didn't know about any of those other people that was at that trial working for Diddy. He didn't know any of those things. He only knew when he showed up what time it was and what was going on in that room. And you have to think of it from that perspective. And I repeat myself again, you have to think of that from that perspective. Does that mean that Diddy did not control Cassie mentally? No. Does that mean that Diddy did not do all those evil things to Cassie? No, because he said he saw Diddy abusing Cassie as well on at least 5 occasions during the freak offs. But he said that Cassie seemed as if she was into it, she liked it, she wanted it, and I believe him because that's what he saw during the time he was there. Let me let y'all know something. If he didn't see all the other things that happened on the outside, right, before the freak off started, all the things that Diddy may have done to coerce Cassie to get her to that point, to where you go in this room, it's game time. I don't care what's going on. You're going to put on this face and we're going to get it going. And then Cassie told y'all, Jane Doe told y'all, they wanted to do this stuff to please Diddy. They told y'all that. How can people call this man a liar when this man was in the room? Cassie told y'all that she was originally agreeing and wanted to do the freak offs because she wanted to please Diddy. She said that. People are ignoring that she said that herself. Here's what a sex trafficking happened by Diddy. It was times that Cassie told Diddy she didn't want to do it. That was clear. It was times that we seen force and we seen coercion. He talked about it himself with the drugs. He says that Diddy gave him a drug that put him out of there and he was gone. Read the whole lawsuit. Listen to his interview with Tasha K and open your mind. He's only speaking on his perspective, what he saw in the time frame he was there. He was only there when it was game time. Point blank period. Right? So, excuse me, you said we flipping and flopping. No, we're not flipping and flopping. You're not hearing what I'm saying to you. Two things can be true. Diddy could have coerced Cassie into doing all this stuff and telling you what he saw when he was in there. Remember, he didn't see all the times Diddy and Cassie were together outside of him. He only saw what happened when he went in the room. That's it. So if I go in a room and all I see is Cassie ready to do this and do that and look like she's happy and stuff, what is my testimony? My testimony don't benefit the prosecution because this is what I saw. Yeah, I think Diddy's guilty of sex trafficking, he said. He said, but Cassie looked as if she was complicit. His perspective. Oh, let me tell y'all something. It's like if you only see one aspect, but you don't get to see everything. See, your minds are open because y'all have seen a lot more. He can only speak about what he saw, not what everybody else is saying. That's the part I got to understand. So let me give y'all an example. If some people were in the house getting beat and some people weren't, or some people were there for certain purposes, other people weren't, some people might have seen abuse, some people might not have, depending on what your position was, what time you were there, what position you were in. Y'all got to use your mind. You just to come out and people say, oh, he lied. Bro, I don't think he's lying. I think that man told the truth. And Diddy's camp didn't want to put him on the stand. Why? Because he was going to give Diddy that work too. He had work for both of them because that's what he saw. Use y'all's minds. Point blank period, man. And then people say, well, why did he keep coming? Why did he keep coming? If you read his lawsuit and listen to what he said, and all the sex workers said, Diddy and them was getting their identifications and real addresses from the jump. So now that you got his ID and his real address, man, it's over with. You got his ID and his real address? What y'all think gonna happen if he bucks something? And like he said right there, read right here on the screen. He says right there, threats of violence were implied when defendant Combs wished to assert control. During at least one encounter, he threatened to pistol whip the plaintiff, directing Cassie to the master suite to get his firearm. If he says that in open court, Diddy's going to prison today because that's sex trafficking by force because he would have had a pistol in the room. The government didn't want him to give Cassie that work, didn't put him on the stand and blew the case. Because he would have went up there, he would have been their most credible witness because he would have gave both sides that work. And they would have looked like he's the most credible witness they got. So Cassie would have looked bad, but he would have been telling the truth. And if he puts a gun inside the freak off with all the other people that testified about guns, Diddy's in prison right now for sex trafficking and transportation of prostitution. Use y'all's minds, man. I believe this, man. I believe what he's saying about his aspect from Cassie, and I believe what he said about Diddy. 100% I believe him. And I don't think he's lying either. Like, share, subscribe. But that doesn't mean that Diddy didn't do all these nasty things to Cassie. Let me repeat that. That just means I don't believe where people are trying to dog this dude. I believe he's telling the truth. No.
All right, you guys, so we appreciate everybody that popped in, supported this video. Make sure that you guys shop our merch. We got that new A-Weapons merchandise right there below this video. All you got to do is look below. The links will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well to get the merch, to donate, support the channel, and subscribe to our podcast show. You'll see all those links pinned at the top of the comment section of this video. And we appreciate everybody that supports this channel and our networks. Also, that straight drop weight loss formula. Go to the website. You guys will see that. A link for that will be pinned at the top of the comment section as well. Go right there for all of your weight loss needs. Straight drop weight loss formula. We have a lot of testimonials on the website. You can go to www.str-8-drop.com and get you some of the weight loss formula today. Take your weight loss serious. Get in the gym, work out, exercise, and do what you got to do. Stay on point. We appreciate everybody that's been locked into this video. Again, all the links are pinned at the top of the comment section below. Salute to all of y'all. And again, we appreciate everybody who support what we doing over here.